Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this latest installment of DAM's 5x5 Game Job Report. We have a lot of exciting things going on in the company right now. I think probably over 200 active jobs throughout North America. And so this series is kind of designed to sort of cut through a lot of that noise and isolate what we think are the five hottest jobs in each one of the primary recruiting buckets that DAM focuses on, specifically software engineering, art and animation, game and level design, production, and product management. So starting with this software engineering category, we've got a senior level UE4 engineering position open. They are open to people working remotely, but I think the preference is for on-site in the Boston area. And this is a 7-year-old PC console developer with about 30 employees, which I expect to look more like 50 about the same time next year as they continue to grow for this project, as well as one other that they have in the very pre-production phases. And the studio was founded by two industry luminaries, and they really made their mark and pretty much defined the immersive sims, emergent gameplay genre within games. And the studio has two ship titles, and the one that they're working on now is with the D&D franchise IP sitting on top of the emergent gameplay genre. And they still have multiple years of development left on this title, so it's at the earlier stages of production. It is in the immersive sim category, again, with the D&D franchise. And so they're looking for a UE4 generalist, and I would say senior level skill set, at least 7 years of experience with at least one PC console ship title under their belt that did enjoy at least some pretty significant commercial success. I say it's a generalist role, but if there are leanings one way or the other, they are looking for somebody strong on sort of the action combat gameplay side. So any particular specializations there or extra experience in that area is certainly going to be well received. But otherwise, looking for sound C++ fundamentals. They have a non-company crunch policy and really great PTO, their base salary, excellent benefits, and they're offering significant equity. So this is a really exciting opportunity. I think it's a great growth opportunity for somebody to work on a title that you know is going to ship, because these guys have a great track record of shipping games, not only at the current studio, but in the decades preceding them founding this company. And so if this position, for whatever reason, isn't particularly the right fit for your skill set, I will add that at DAM we have over 90 active engineering roles ranging in seniority, from individual contributors at the mid-level all the way to director-level talent, and platforms, PC, console, AR, VR, as well as mobile. So we have a lot of opportunities for a variety of engineers regardless of your specialty. Next up in the design category, DAM is working on a lead game designer role. This would be for work on a free-to-play mobile AR title, and it's with an Australian-based game developer, and they're establishing an office in the Los Angeles area. But this is a remote position, provided that candidates are based in either the Mountain Time Zone or the Pacific Time Zone, just because there's some really good overlap with the team that you'd be working with a lot in Australia. But I look at this opportunity, especially for any designer out there with leadership skills. There's really nothing but green grass creatively in front of you for this position. The mobile AR aspect of it, I would say it will have similar gameplay functionality and mechanics as like a Pokemon Go with the AR geolocation aspect to this game. But there are a lot of really interesting monetization angles with it as well as feeding into people that are really tuned in and dialed into the fashion and apparel industry. And so they're looking for a lead game designer that's got good generalist skills as well as leadership skills. And I would say probably for the first 8 months or so of this position, it's much more heavily focused on hands-on and technical documentation, and kind of setting the design roadmap. And then probably Q1 of next year, there will be more of a team building and team management aspect to it, as things begin to percolate and take shape. And so anybody that's got a good, solid, free-to-play mobile background, leadership experience, and kind of general gameplay and technical design documentation, this could be a really exciting role for you to be extremely influential in the overall design of this game and the makeup of the studio, of the development studio's team culture. With the art and animation category, Dam's working on a senior level character artist position. Really exciting opportunity. This studio's been around for over 20 years. They've shipped over 15 games, and most recently became part of the Microsoft family as they've been on their acquisition frenzy as of late. This is a brand new original IP in the RPG genre, and they're in the pre-production phases right now, so it's a great time to get in at the early phases. Stylistically, this original RPG title is kind of drawing from the stylings of, say, a Gears of War 5, a Halo 5, The Order 1886, Assassin's Creed, or even Uncharted. Stylistically, that's kind of what they're going for. And I would say that they are probably open to both, maybe looking at a senior level person, and they will look at lead level candidates as well. And certainly someone with a strong track record of PC console development. And so for any other artists out there that are maybe more focused in other areas like environments or visual effects and those kinds of things, this is only one of 50 active art and animation roles that DAM is working on. So we certainly encourage you to reach out if this one isn't exactly hitting the mark for you. But for any character artists out there, definitely one that you're going to want to take a closer look at. In production, DAM's working on an executive producer role. It's an on-site position based in Seattle with a 3-year-old co-game development developer. They're working right now on multiple long-term contracts with the likes of Nintendo, Niantic, and Google. And the most immediate project at hand that this EP will be working on is the Transformers Heavy Metal location-based AR game. And they would kind of take that from soft launch through live service. But this is a studio where you really, as an executive producer, be overseeing and looking at supervising multiple projects simultaneously, given the existing contracts that they have in place. Studio founder received BAFTA for previous work on franchises like Tomb Raider and Mech Warrior. So it's a really exciting opportunity for a senior level producer talent. And this is one of 12 active producer roles that DAM has open right now. So we have some other mid and senior level positions open in both the PC console and the mobile social space. And last but not least, DAM is working on a senior product manager role. This is an on-site position based in LA. It's with a 13-year-old game publisher. And I think over the course of this company's existence, they've published about 60 different game titles across multiple platforms. And so the senior product manager that they're looking for is going to be leading the product roadmap from inception to delivery on multiple titles. And they're looking for someone with really deep roots in free-to-play games, and that can be across any of the platforms, like I mentioned. So any PC, console, or mobile product managers looking to work on the publishing side and work on a variety of titles with a well-established studio. This is a pretty great opportunity for you to settle in. And I would say of all the categories that DAM's working on, our PM roles are a little bit on the lighter side. This is one of 4 that we have open right now. I think the other 2 are actually remote spots. And so that wraps up this session of our 5x5 game job report here at DAM. And like I mentioned at the beginning, if any of these positions didn't necessarily strike a chord, like I mentioned, these are the kind of the hottest in each one of these particular categories, but really just scratching the surface of the type of opportunities that DAM is currently representing. So I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend, and don't hesitate to reach out to me or any one of the account managers here at DAM if you want to get involved with the job search or leverage our network to help you build your team. Thanks a lot.